Earth as a magnet. Earth is not a magnet. You have to focus on the heading first of all. It's given here, Earth as a magnet. So you can never claim that Earth itself is a magnet. It has the magnetic behavior. Its magnetic moment is definitely a finite value which cannot be avoided. You see, the magnetic behavior of the Earth changes, it goes on changing, and so far in thousands of years it has changed hundreds of times. And when I say the magnetic behavior changes, it means the poles reversal also takes place. You see, poles, sun is also like a magnet, and its pole also change. Similarly, Earth's magnetic north and south pole also go on changing. But for the last 10,000 years, you see, there has been no change. It might take place in coming couple of years. Then Earth's magnetic field, it behaves as a magnet which is having north pole in geographical south of the Earth. Earth's magnet has south pole towards the geographical north of the pole. It's given over here. First of all, why the Earth behaves as magnet, this idea was clarified by scientist Grover. Because of the Earth's rotation, the current loop around the surface of the Earth, that gives rise the behavior of Earth as a magnet. You see, the whole Earth could be classified in two parts, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. This is geographical axis, geographical north-south. This would be magnetic north-south. The behavior of Earth's magnet could be considered this way. This is geographical north and this is magnetic south pole. The Earth behaves like a magnet having the opposite polarity. That means in geographical south, the Earth's magnet has north pole. This would be known as magnetic axis, and this would be known as geographical axis. Vertical plane passing through this geographical axis would be known as geographical meridian. The vertical plane passing through magnetic axis like this is going to be said as magnetic meridian. The angle between the two meridian is known as angle of declination. Any imaginary line we suppose over entire Earth that is having the value of alpha equal throughout, that line is known as isogonal line. What's isogonal line? Again, I'll repeat. Imaginary line having equal value of alpha throughout it, that's known as isogonal. And if you consider a line throughout having value of alpha equal to 0, that is known as agonal line. You see, this would be known as southern hemisphere. This would be known as northern hemisphere. And you know, from magnetic north, the lines of force emerge, and through the magnetic south pole, lines of force enter. So, magnetic line of force of the Earth is going to be this way. You could understand that the lines of force are emerging from this magnetic north, rather you can say geographical south, and entering this way. The distance between these two poles are subject to variation. In present days, you might say that this distance is about 600 kilometer. The angle between the two axes is found to be 11.5 degree. Now, in order to find the direction of the Earth's magnetic field throughout, you could consider these lines, you see, that gives the direction of magnetic field throughout. See, this is the center of the Earth, and you consider a circle around Earth perpendicular to magnetic axis. This would be known as magnetic equator. throughout on this magnetic equator, you see you will find the angle between this magnetic axis and the equatorial plane to be equal to 90 degree. Whenever you suspend a magnet free, this won't be exactly horizontal. This would be little inclined from the horizontal. Suppose this inclination is equal to theta. This theta is known as angle of inclination or the angle of dip. Now, if you try to find or measure the value of angle of dip circle is needed for that. At the magnetic equator, the value of theta is always equal to 0. At the magnetic poles, the value is going to be 90 degree. Any virtual line you just imagine having equal value of theta, that we known as isoclinic line, and if you consider the value theta 0, that line would be known as aclinic line. So we have covered almost all the parts: magnetic meridian, angle of dip. You know, the value of theta for New Delhi is 42 degree 12 minute. Isoclinic, aclinic, we have covered every point.